Oh, hey, I was just hanging out on the beach. I'm Elliot Trotter, and welcome to another episode of Totally Useful Throws.
Totally Useful Throws is presented by Be Ultimate.
Today, we're going to learn how to throw the windmill. The windmill throw is useful when you want to throw an upside down throw or a flick that's way more difficult to execute and looks way cooler than those other throws. In order to throw a windmill, you start with a backhand grip and a backhand release, and then you turn the disc completely over so your arm is on the opposite side of your body and your elbow is out. Now the key here is getting the rotation on the disc and finding the correct angle of release. So you'll have to actually pull back like you're flexing your bicep, which is also like, that's a huge win too. Flexing your bicep, you got a disc. It's a good look. So you flex your bicep, pulling the disc back before release, and then the release is coming out like this. You want to make sure you're catching enough of an angle so the disc doesn't just fly straight into the ground, and getting enough spin on the disc so it's going to cut through the air well enough. So the way that ends up looking, starting with that backhand grip, coming over to the flick side, flexing our bicep, pulling back the disc, ready to curl it a little bit, getting our wrist back a little, and it's coming out with the snap, released at the angle that's going to stay afloat in the air. So the release is going to look something like this. Oh, that one actually worked really well. So I'm also being aware of releasing the disc higher up in the air. If I try to hold onto the disc too long and release it low, it's going to be really hard for me to generate enough power to keep it alive. It also helps to throw downwind because that makes it look a lot easier than it is. Once you get good and comfortable with this throw, it's time to start playing with the angles a little bit. So we're gonna try to throw this one a little bit more inside out. So the way that we're gonna do that is overcompensate even more, putting that outside edge of the disc farther towards the ground, as opposed to a little bit higher in the air. All right, so that's an inside out version. I feel like my body is ready to just fall apart after I throw it. Once you get comfortable, you can really feel that power of release. It's a super awkward feeling. It's kind of like throwing a flick for the first time and getting your flick grip that first time. Super awkward, but once you feel comfortable and feel that power behind the release, you feel the mechanics working smoothly, you can start to generate a bit more power. And again, especially you want to be throwing this downwind because it's way easier and it looks way better. So that's how you throw the windmill. Again, it's a very useful throw when you want to just throw a normal flick, except making an upside down backhand on the flick side, and it's a lot harder to do, but looks way cooler. Again, I'm Elliot Trotter with Totally Useful Throws, brought to you by Be Ultimate. Thanks for watching. Backhand. Oh. That would have been good too. Are you okay, Nathan? Okay? I'll try not to hit. So let's try to avoid that this time. We'll slow it down. Starting with the backhand, coming across. No, that's good. I gotta release higher and not hit Nathan.